I work full time, so Instagram mostly and Facebook.
Yeah.
Not as much work.
Yeah, something I never actually planned on doing was actually doing YouTube. That's something I never actually planned on doing. I think we've lost stream as well. I don't think we're even online.
Oh, we're not.
Yeah, the comments are coming.
Are they? Oh, they've not come back for me yet.
But it's buffering a bit. Yeah.
See, this is another side to the YouTubing that people don't realise as well. I mean, I know personally with Nigel, the YouTube side and the editing side can take hours and hours and hours. So it's not just, for us, it's not just a case of going out for a couple of hours of magnet fishing. We can have hours and hours of editing as well before we can put the videos up for everybody to watch. And with such as Nigel, he has 2 cameras running all the time because he's always here, there and everywhere. So he's got double the amount of footage and editing that he has to do. And like I say, people don't realise that side to it either.
With Whedon, I had 22 hours worth of footage to go through between the cameras. And you've got to keep your videos to a sensible length. I mean, I could have put more in, I could have split it to a 2-part video. But I thought, so it's Whedon, I don't want it in a 2-part, so you have to limit to what you show, and that's how you do it. I mean, I remember I used to do videos about 20 minutes long. The first time I ever went to London, I'd got to the stage where it was an hour and 30 minutes, and I couldn't chop anything else out because it was all so good. So in the end, I split that into a 3-parter because 90 minutes is far too long. You know, so, but it is hard, the editing. It's finding the time to do it as well, you know, because you try and keep it, you want to be like same time every week, and it takes up time. It does take time, you know, but obviously, it obviously works. I mean, still enjoy doing it. Hate the editing sometimes, but that's the way it is. But, you know, if people keep coming back, then I'll keep doing it. And even if I didn't, I'll still enjoy the fishing, so I wouldn't stop it.
No.
Have we got any comments?
Yes, comments are coming back now because I don't know what happened. We lost connection, but there we go. Friday night again, isn't it? Let's have a look then. Yeah, so we're coming back now. So not really a lot of comments because it's restarted the stream again. So there'll be 2 streams on there. Back from the buffering, yeah. So yeah, good evening everyone again. I don't know what happened there. We all sort of disappeared. I don't get why it did it because we're all still here. So if I lost connection, I don't understand why we're still having a nice chat on Skype. Yeah. We didn't have no problems, but there we go. That's modern technology for you at its finest or worst. Right. So good evening, everyone that's joining us. Yes, I do apologise. We seem to be having technical difficulties. Can't even say it now. I'll tell you what, I'll have some more alcohol. It'll be easier.
Whose have you got in tonight?
Who have I got in tonight?
No, I said, whose teeth have you got in tonight? Because you can't get your words out.
I've got Tutti Fruities tonight. Yeah, it's I don't know whose teeth they were. Found them in the top of that helmet under the liner.
They'll be mine.
Right, let's have a look then. Right, good evening everyone. Welcome back. This is Emma from Swedish Magnet Fishing. Her son, it's just on the sun. We've seen the corner of him. This is Oliver.
Yeah.
There we go. Look, that's it. Get close to your mum. Every teenager's dream. So we thought we'd move across the water a few miles and just see what's going on in Sweden. And over there, the hobby is still quite new. At the moment, people are being responsible and clearing the mess up, which is always a good thing. We've been comparing notes. They've had some good finds. How long have you been doing it, by the way?
3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
And it's still quite new at 3 years. Cool, I remember them days. I mean, when I started, there was not many people on YouTube. Now there's, I think I'm subscribed to about 82 people.
Yeah, the last 2 years it's been incredible over here, hasn't it?
That's it, and it is still booming. There is so many people coming on. You know, they're still joining, and you think, so I'm amazed people, even like last Sunday, that we're still pulling out so much stuff with that many people doing it. You know, because we're talking thousands probably now, aren't we? And, and the amount of stuff that's coming out, I mean, we should have the cleanest waterways in the world, but it's still coming by the ton, so Long live the hobby. I thought, well, I said this last year. I said I'll give it about another 12 months. There'll be nothing worth dipping for. How wrong I was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
So,
mean, you could stay at the same place. I mean, we've been fishing same canal and get down here for 3 years. Okay, sometimes you get a bit stronger magnets. Oh, find stuff again.
yep.
So that's what we have to do now. Even we're still finding stuff, but you have to get stronger.
Get yourself an evolution. Believe me, it's a good workout, and you'll
I
be
don't
pulling.
think my arm would manage that.
Just get a little winch, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
There is something about them. They are tiring, they are hard work, and because of their actual shape, when they tip on the side, as Steve said earlier, they dig, they burrow. So every pull, it's not like a clamp. A clamp magnet will quite happily slide along. With those, they dig, so it's always resistance against it. So you will find they are a lot more work, but it does what it needs to do.
Took a chunk out my head.
It was a
We
good
use the
test.
grappling hook as well, a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah, grappling hooks are
Throw that.
absolutely brilliant. There's some things like push bikes, they're really hard because they're shaped,
Yeah.
they're round. You know, if you get it on the yoke at the front, it's a good place to be, or get it tangled on the wheel, it's a good place to be. But the round frames does make it hard.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah, we usually pick it up with a grappling hook, and then we use the spare line just to put it round the bike. So with the line and the grappling hook, bikes are quite easy.
Yeah.
Mm.
You just tie the rope around the thing you want to get up.
Yes.
Yeah.
No motorbikes there.
We had one grappling hook that got stuck, and there's a group in Gothenburg who work for the city. There's young blokes start the company, and they usually get paid to dive the canals and to pick up all the push bikes. And they helped us. They got the grappling hook for us.
Right.
So Ocean Recycle One, they're called, and they did a good job.
Bikers.
Steve
They
dives in
dive.
for nothing. He doesn't ask for any money. He just dives in. Don't you, Steve?
Yeah, it's pretty, isn't it?
He was going down in history. Look, he got that wheelbarrow out because it could have been going down somewhere else, couldn't it, mate?
Very true.
But it just shows you, you know, that the dangers of the water, how simple and how quick it is for things to go wrong. You know, and
Yeah.
I think people are being quite responsible now. I mean, you don't go in the water then.
No,
No.
we haven't done yet. I hope we don't.
No, my brother did one time to get a magnet off the bike.
Mm.
Yep. I mean, we've seen people running and diving in, which what we pull out, there's no way I'd want to be running and diving into any of the water like that. You know, it's not worth it. And same with the magnet. I mean, if you're putting yourself at risk, it's only a magnet. It's just not worth it. You know, we've seen some very silly things, but people seem to have given up on that now, don't they? You know, I think it is sinking in that the dangers of the water, I don't think people appreciate it. Some of the rivers I've fished in, the current is so strong. If you go in there, you're going to get carried away quick. And, you know, everyone that says, I'm a good swimmer, not against some of the currents of the water you go into. And it's not only that, you've only got to catch yourself on something. And for the sake of a magnet, it's just not worth it.
No.
You know, safety first.
And the edges we pull it from, I mean, down to the water is about 1.5 meters. And if you fall down there and the water's about 1.5 meter, and you hit something, you will hurt yourself.
Yeah. It's hard to paddle when both your legs are broke, isn't it? You know, I know it sounds bad, but
fill up water and it gets very cold for the rest of the day.
yeah, all that without a cup of hot tea as well, eh, mate?
Well, it would have been nice, but Peaky's Glen drank last cup of coffee. I froze all day long, and then I kept saying, let's go further down where the sun is so I can dry out a bit. And he kept taking us down into the shade. And I turned around and he's got a red hot cup of coffee there. And I said, you've had coffee all this time? He said, yeah, this is the last one.
Yeah, I've been telling you to bring clothes.
You have actually, yes.
Oh dear. Well, you live and learn, and I think he's learned not to go in there again. Well, not for a while anyway. But
No, I don't fall in again.
that's it. So, Are we expecting to find you on YouTube then soon? Will this be a regular thing, will it?
Maybe.
Maybe,
I
right.
don't know. We haven't got a lot of time to do that yet.
It is time consuming, but it's something to think of. You have got a Facebook page?
Yeah.
We use the Facebook to get connected with people that's going to meet us up.
Right, okay.
Say where we're going. And then we put the finds on Instagram. That's where we started on Instagram, so we've got about 550 followers there. But Facebook is a bit calmer.
So Facebook, you're Swedish Magnet Fishing, is it?
Yeah.
And on Instagram?
The same.
The same.
Yeah,
right, okay, so if everyone wants to have a look, put all pictures of your finds and everything on there. Is it?
Yeah, on Instagram, yeah.
Yeah, on Instagram. So if you want to see what they're finding in Sweden, head over to Sweden Magnet Fishing. I'll get it right in a minute, and have a look what they've found. So, anything else to say, Steve?
I'm just going to reissue about the auction. Don't forget at the end of the live stream to go over to the Rusty Nuts Facebook page and place a bid. You can't miss the post. Sorry, I'm looking at it myself. I want it back in my collection. And like I say, my auction will run till 9 o'clock on Sunday. Don't forget to bid, Emma.
You ship it to Sweden.
And just remember, anything that we raise by 9 o'clock on Monday is going to be matched by online magnets as well, so it'll double.
Yeah.
Good.
It does say Fatal Attraction, but the green screen really doesn't help. So, but that's that. And we've also got one of them.
Yeah, the 300 clamp.
So that's the 300 clamp magnet. So that comes with it as well. But yes, he'll ship it worldwide, but outside of the UK, you are responsible for the postage.
Yeah. And don't forget to check out my monthly auctions as well, because these are going to be running for the next 6 months, hopefully. So there'll be one auction every month, and it's all for charity.
So we have that.
Yes, that's the windlass. The boat hook and the mooring pin will be the next lot next month.
Nice painting.
All beautifully hand done
And
as
still
well.
got a bit
Yes.
of wood in it. Look, it's all been varnished, lacquered. So that's all preserved. That's that. I've got to wrap this up again now.
Thanks.
And it's the invisible mooring pin.
It is, yeah. Again, all hand painted by JD Dubber, Storefield Designs.
I've got to get some of that paint.
You've got some nip in it.
It's cheaper than cider.
Go on, show us the pickaxe one more time as well, because I love that pickaxe.
That's beautiful.
It's a very unusual pickaxe that as well, and again, it was a Canapide. That particular pickaxe was one of Little Miss Magnet's first ever finds.
But it is unusual, isn't it?
It is, yes. I've never seen one with that flat end on before.
No.
As you can imagine, we pull lots of pickaxes out of the canals. I've never had one like that before. And JD Dubber's done a beautiful job on the paintings.
On both sides
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Yes, double-sided.
I would love to have one of the lanternas you pulled out sometimes, with the glass in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nigel holds all them.
Mm.
They're so rotten, that's the trouble though. The minute you try and do anything with them, they just fall apart. You
Mm.
know, which is a real shame. I know someone's got a really nice one, but he had to buy it. But yeah, so there we go then. So we've got the tin helmet, we've got the magnet. That's on for Sunday night or Monday night?
No, it ends on Sunday evening at 9 o'clock.
Okay, that ends. So head over to Rusty Nuts. Make sure you check that out. Can be sent worldwide, anywhere outside the UK. Then, unfortunately, the postage is your responsibility. But you know, if you want something like that, you're not going to worry about a few quid postage. That's the way I look at it. Like I say, it's in remarkable condition. It's still got the liner in and everything, which I'm sure a lot of these haven't now. You know, so it is complete. So, and this was one of Steve's personal collection ones, as you see. Look, so all the artwork done on it. That actually says Fatal Attraction on there.
And I actually modelled for that one as well.
You must have had a week from somewhere then.
You know, I've been on week.
But there we go. So Rusty Nuts, I'll share it on my page as well. So if you can't find it, head over to the Northants page. You will see the link to it. Have a look. Give generously. This is all going to the Marie Curie Cancer. Is it?
It is, yeah. Marie Curie Cancer Nurses.
That's it.
So sorry, not Marie Curie. It's to the Macmillan Cancer Nurses.
That's what I thought I'd better check then, yeah. So it's all going, anyway, it's going to the cancer nurses, which is a very worthy course, you know, because I'm sure we all know somebody has suffered with it. I lost my mum to it a few years ago, so I know that to me it's quite close as well. And to a lot of people on here, I know that some of you have even been through it. So be generous. I mean, massive shout out to Miles at Online Magnets, you know, because the magnet that Steve has bought to go with this was not donated. He paid for it himself, but with his generosity of his company, he said whatever Steve makes, he will match it. So this is a win-win for the cancer charity. It's absolutely brilliant. And like I say, it's just nice to give something back. And, you know, it's very close to a lot of people on here. So, you know, anyway, I think that's about it. I think I've bored you long enough tonight, you know, so we've been on here near an hour. Massive thank you to Emma and Oliver for joining us. Really appreciate you coming on, giving your perspective of it over there. You all know him in the corner. You know, he's the guy that bashes himself on the head, falls in the water. Just the normal magnet fishing stuff, really. But don't know what happened with the live stream. But anyway, thank you all for joining. And we will catch you. Well, I'm out Sunday in a new location, so I'm even going to go live on eBay. But either way, I'll let you know. And if not, we'll see you next Wednesday for my trip to Birmingham. Thanks for joining.
Stay safe, everyone.
Bye.